Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First play, and Young is going to throw it. Able to find Gray here. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Young to throw it. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't.
Meanwhile, Young's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chain. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Again, it's Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Devontae Smith, 93 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession, as they've got it as we resume action. Here's the punter, McAfee, to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be searching to dent the scoreboard for the first time. Now down 8-0, is it? And Henry's hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They take over already inside the red zone thanks to a great return there after the fumble. 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A run with Irving. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Bucky Irving, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Off the play fake, Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Young now. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Irving. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Bucky Irving in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, to be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 two-point conversions, and now they're up 24-0. So essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This taken in right around the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of running back Bucky Irving.
Charles Davis.
He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run the counter. Irving, they follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now 2nd and 9. Mahomes going to change things up. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And this is caught by Gates. Touchdown, Kansas City. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
They're going to try and run. And make them 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Taking it about the 1. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Young's throw caught by Gray. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down and 4. Running the toss to Irving. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Irving. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, Irving. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Really nice pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and short. And you figure, let's go ahead and run it again. But, boy, that outcome leaves you in a difficult 3rd down, doesn't it?
Didn't stand a chance from the start. You could tell they were going in the wrong direction. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Mahomes going to throw. Gates with a grab. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
To the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one obviously not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They start the second half with Kamara. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Carr. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A big play there for KC, 61 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Antonio Gates, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Yeah, the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me. 2-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-time interception king, Paul Krause. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Devontae Smith, 49 yards. And the Chiefs have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it, and it's picked up. There he goes, left side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the two-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for two. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. To throw, it's Carr. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Carr now on first down. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. James Harrison charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. This is fourth down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Once again, it's Irving. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's a handoff to Irving. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. 3 bucks. 3 bucks. Attack. Attack. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On the handoff, this is Irving. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now here's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Irving. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the... point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And this time he is in. Yes. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And that one falls incomplete. And they're left now with just 2 seconds here in the first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. One final try now for Carr. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time...